Back students in science class. In today we're going to start new chapter and the name of the chapter is wind, storms and cyclone. So in this chapter we are going to learn about what is wind, what is air pressure, what is storms and cyclones. So let me start with the first topic, that is air exerts pressure. So students, as you know that we live on the earth which is surrounded by air. So the layer of air which is surrounding the earth, we called it atmosphere. So how we can define atmosphere? Atmosphere is a thick layer of an air blanket that surrounds our planet earth. So living on earth is a quite like living below a sea of air. So although we are not constantly aware of it, do you know air exerts a lot of pressure on us? But this goes unnoticed. Why? Because the pressure within our body is able to counterbalance the outside pressure. And you can feel the pressure of force which is created by air. How? By simply observing the leaves moving or branches swaying on a tree. So the moving air is called the wind. And friends, air is made up of a small tiny particles which we call molecules, so which move around quickly in all directions. So it means that air move in all direction. Now, what is a pressure? So when the continuous physical force which is exerted on an object, or you can say against an object, when something comes in contact with it, we called it pressure. So now how we can define air pressure? So the pressure which is exerted by air in all the bodies at all the times in all direction, we called it air pressure. For example, air enclosed in a container, air inside a balloon or a bicycle tube, these all exert pressure, right? As I told you, like around us air is also exerting pressure, right? So but that pressure is unnoticeable. Why it is unnoticeable? Because the pressure within our body is able to counterbalance the outside pressure. Now students, here one activity is there. So what is in this activity? What is the aim of this activity? So here we want to show that air exert pressure on surface with which it comes in contact. So what material is required? We require plastic bottle, hot water and ice cold water. Now how we have to perform this activity? First we have to take an empty plastic water bottle, then we have to pour some lukewarm water in it and leave for about 3 to 5 minutes with the cap open. After that we have to throw away the water and after that immediately cap the bottle tightly and keep it in shade and pour some cold water over the bottle. So friend, after when you will pour some cold water over that bottle, so what observation you will get? So you will see that the shape of the bottle get distorted. Now the question is why the shape of the bottle get distorted? So the simple reason is when that luke water is poured into that water bottle, so it gives out water vapor, right? So which drives out air from the bottle, and so that vapor which is inside the bottle condenses on the wall of the bottle when we put some cold water over it, which reduces the amount of air which is present inside the bottle. So it means that the air pressure is reducing. So the air pressure which is exerted by air outside the bottle is greater as compared to the pressure which is present inside the bottle. So because of that, what will happen? Because of air which is air pressure which is coming from the outside, it presses the hard on the bottle surface and it making it distorted. So the conclusion is that the atmospheric pressure is more than the air pressure which is inside the bottle, right? And this proves that air molecules put pressure on outer wall of the plastic bottle and push that bottle in, or you can say distort the bottle. Now you can see here some example of air exert pressure. So friends, As the pressure of an area reduces, wind speed increases, or vice versa. Higher the pressure difference, higher the speed of the wind. Now you can see here the some example of air exert pressure. It is easier to row the boat forward if the wind is coming from back, and it is easy to fly a kite when the wind is coming from our back. So student, in the first case, while rowing on a boat in the lake, so you will find it is easy to row the boat in a forward direction if the wind is coming from behind us. So the blowing wind exert pressure on the boat in the direction of their motion, and which help the boat to move forward, right? And it is much more becomes much more difficult to row a boat against the direction of blowing wind. Now why it is difficult? So because in this case the wind exert a pressure in an opposite direction of the motion of a boat, and since the wind opposes the motion of boat, we have to apply much more force to row the boat against the direction of the wind. In the same case, when we are flying a kite, then the wind coming from our backside helps. So why this is happen? This is because the wind which is coming from our backside, it strike the kite and exert pressure on the kite to make it fly higher and higher, and the pressure of the blowing wind will make the kite fall to the ground. It is easy to ride a bicycle in the direction of blowing wind because the blowing wind exert a force or a pressure on us in the same direction, right? So in which our bicycle is moving, and because of this it makes our bicycle move faster. Now we find it very difficult to ride a bicycle in a opposite direction. Why? Like against the direction of wind. So what is the reason behind it? So this is because in this case the blowing wind exert a force on us in the direction opposite, right? So what will happen? The wind which opposes our motion, we have to pedal very hard to keep the bicycle moving against the wind, right? So these are the some example of air which exert pressure. Okay, so here through an activity I will explain you that increase in wind speed leads to drop in air pressure. So what we have to do in this activity, we have to take like two balloons of a same size. We have to take a string, a stick and a straw. Then we have to how we have to perform this activity. So students, first you have to inflate the balloon. Like inflate means you have to blow air inside the balloon, right? Then after that you have to tie the thread around the mouth of each balloon. Then hang the balloons from a stick. Then keep a distance of about like 8 to 10 centimeter or up to 15 centimeter you can keep, right, between the two balloons. Now between two balloons what you have to do, you have to blow air. So now what observation you will get? So you will find that, or you will see that the two balloons will move closer. Now you will ask the question, why two balloons will not move far away from each other? Why they will come close to each other? So simply why this happened, because the air is quite still around the outside of the two balloons, right? In the starting, so when we blow air in the space between the balloons, so what will happen? It increases the air speed, right? So the increase in air speed leads to drop a air pressure, right? Because the speed of the wind which is blowing by you, right? So that is faster as compared to the air which is present between the balloons. So because of this exerts a great pressure from the sides of balloon, and it pushes one balloon towards the other. It means that you can see here, it means that the air pressure outside the balloon is more and between it is less, right? So because of this the balloons will move closer. This is the another activity. So through this activity also I will explain that increased wind speed is accompanied by reduced air pressure. So what we have to do in this activity, first, what material is required? You required crumbled piece of paper and an empty bottle. Now, how you have to perform this activity? You have to take a piece of paper and crumble it to make a small paper ball. After that, you have to hold an empty glass bottle on its side and you have to place the small paper ball in the neck of the bottle, just inside its mouth. Now, we have to blow air into the bottle from our mouth. So when we blow air into the mouth of the bottle, at that time, the air in the neck of bottle has high speed, right? So this fast moving air reduce the air pressure where in the neck of the bottle. So the air pressure inside the bottle is being higher constantly, so it will push the paper ball out and does not allow it to go inside the bottle. So it shows that increased wind speed is accompanied by reduced air pressure, right? So students, it means that, like in the starting I told you, as the pressure of an area reduces, wind speed increases, or the pressure of an area increases, wind speed decreases. So it means that higher the pressure difference, higher the speed of wind. See here, you can see air moves from high pressure region to low pressure region, and great the difference in pressure. If the pressure differences in the pressure is higher, so it means that the air moves faster. So thank you students. I hope it is clear about the air pressure. If you have any doubt, you can ask me in next class. Thank you and have a wonderful day.